Don't look now, but I think we just found a last-minute Hail Mary over here. When in doubt, turn to the Steam Workshop for for help. We'll have to see if this works. Well, this is it, everyone. We are down to the last episode and down to the wire. Morgoth the Barbarian here, and this is the season finale of our City Skylines playthrough, where we were supposed to get $1 million in weekly income. Let's just say we did and didn't simultaneously. Well, we got this part done. It doesn't look like it, but we managed to get this up to $1,060,000. But I was hoping to get this part up to $1 million. Well, you can't have $1 million in weekly income if you're not making $1 million. So sadly, we failed. In fact, the highest we got was $270,000. However, let's see at least how high we can get to and then go from there. I have no clue what's going to happen after this playthrough, by the way, just so everyone's aware of that right off the bat. But nevertheless, hit those like and subscribe buttons, because you never know what type of content I might drop. I mean, I've got all Battlefield as I'm recording this video, a new season of Battlefield 2042 is about to drop. Who knows? Might be carrying on with that or any other Battlefields. So, here's the deal. When this hits 2073, we are done with this part of the playthrough. That's it. Playthrough over. Whatever score you got is basically what we're going to record it as. And then we'll go from there. But we're going to go down swinging, basically. And I have a new mod. You saw it at the intro there. That might help. One of the big issues that we've been having, and this might explain a lot that's been going on in our city as of late, deals with outside connections. Feast your eyes on this problem. I don't know why, but the game loves sending has our outside connections backed up all over the place. On top of that, it's sending trains that aren't even filled up. What this new mod does is try to avoid that sort of thing by trying to send full trains that are full. I mean, look at this. 0 passengers. Why are we having trains with nothing on them going through, and it's just clogging up the rails? So I busted out the optimizer from the Steam Workshop, which, by the way, if you have any problem, that's usually a good place to turn to. So it's supposed to avoid this sort of problem by making trains wait longer, which in turn allows them to fill up more, which in turn avoids this, or it's supposed to. That's one of the big issues. We're just having so much traffic. That might explain why our commercial zones can't get goods. Our residential zones are all over the place, and more specifically, why this remains unpowered. Just kidding. That was actually my doing. My bad. There. Problem fixed. So I had the game on pause because in order to do this, we've got to flush our current traffic. So guess what? Let's start this off and make sure this mod officially takes into effect by nuking all the traffic in the game. Uh-oh. Bye, money. It was fun seeing you. And now let's see what happens. Oh, and we're back in the green. Okay, that was quick. What about over here? Okay, we haven't had any planes return. Okay, so the rails are staying mostly clear. Oh! I'm already noticing a stark difference, too. Like, right now, there's just, less of the orange thingies, but that's for right now. I don't know if that'll continue. But I'm already noticing a huge difference there. Like, there were just orange things all over the place, and now they're slowly disappearing. I think we might have got something here, but we're going to have to monitor that for harmonization. Okay, what's the deal over here? Why do we have sick people? Do we not have enough capacity, or... No. Alright, that's fine. So yes, we will monitor that as time goes on and see what we got. So for right now, we'll let the game go nuts. Other than that... Alright, we burnt down a park pier. Lovely. Oh, and now we're burning down the park restrooms. Right, what are we doing over here? Stop burning down the park. Dang arsonists. Oh, man. So, yeah, we gotta let that go. Turn this back on. So, I'll give it a little bit. Good news! It looks like there's already some marked improvement on this. As you can see, a lot of our cargo trains are now carrying full loads. Well, that's just a generic passenger train. So obviously that's not going to carry a full load, but that's okay. But as you can see, we're exporting more full loads now. On top of that, trains are moving a bit more smoothly as they exit the city. So the mod is definitely working the way as it is intended to. I know that's not filled up, but that's just started, so... Planes are also hanging in tight. I mean, that one's empty, but so be it. And then as we move over here, we got to rebuild this because some arsonists lit it on fire. Curse you, arsonists. Aha! See, now they're being forced to do full ones instead of, like, smaller ones. So this is actually helping our traffic situation out a lot better by having it sit there, like... So, I like where this is going. I really, really like where this is going. And, of course, you're exporting the ore things. I mean... Granted, this is still a mess, but we can work to fix that by adding some new buildings over here. I know we have no demand whatsoever either, which is a problem. Nevertheless, we can kind of fix this, so we'll go through each district, maybe add in a couple buildings. We have a couple more plastic things, and that's about as far as I'm willing to go here. Yeah, that's outside the city limits. We can't really do anything about that. We already got that. Let's see. Maybe one of each. I don't want to overdo it. We'll put a sludge just plant over here. Since there's hardly any oil, we'll do that, and we're good. And not for nothing, maybe I'll put some small tanks over here too. Let's make it large. We'll get some storage going, say, over here or whatnot. I know. I know, you're doing that again. Okay, fine, we'll have to stick to small. I'm okay with that, but so be it. Of course, I don't water this area. Why would I ever do that? Watering's overrated. So overrated. Why would I ever do that? Bruh. Okay. This district is as far as it can go, as we've kind of... Well, maybe... Yeah, it's as far as it can go. Oh, man. No. Let's see. We can use a tad more glass over here. A lot more glass. So I'm going to put in a... Let's put 2 fiberglass plants over here. Or let's make it 3, just because I can. And 1 more of the ore grinding mills on the other side. And then 1 more medium to kind of balance it out. I like to try to fill this section up as much as I can over here. go. I don't think we need this anymore, as far as I can tell. Nope, not anymore. Alright, excellent. Let's see if that grows. We don't have to really have any... Well, maybe we do. I just noticed something. Hold on. We might be able to get away with a large crop field over here. That is forestry. That is not the same. Pay attention. Oh, there's a freaking large... A hidden large fruit field. Now I have seen everything. Okay, that is some really spooky stuff. Now we're just hiding fruit fields out of nowhere. I have seen it all. No wonder this isn't producing full power. Dot some small fields over here, because that's all we really have room for. Suppose I can put a new farm maintenance building over here, too. A couple of them, actually. We really don't have that many in the barracks. Alright, that works. We've got decent amounts of both. Our detention center's doing just fine. We've already done something with that. A few more planned timber things, and that should do the trick over here. Or I should say a couple. Oh, sweet, we can fit one right in here. Or I thought we could. No, we can. We just gotta be creative with our placement. Alright. Traffic and road traffic is slowly returning, so that's good. It's not really doing too much in the Department of Money, though. We're hovering around 37 as the game works to get its footing back. And a large pasture over here, too. Why not? Actually, we'll do a small one. We'll do 2 small ones. How about that? There we go. So we maneuver over here. This district's looking pretty good as is. I might add one more of each. Just to pump it up just a tad, but not really enough to start stuff. There we go. And for our first iron district over here, we could definitely use some more of stuff. So I'd say 2 of each, 2 glass and 3 metals if we can do it. That's if. The key word is if there, because I don't know if we have the room for it overall. I thought I could. Hold on. We can do it on the other side of the road. Okay, that works. Close enough. I know, this is kind of a tricky hill to maneuver. And then we need the smaller fiberglass. I wanted at least 3. I don't know if we'll be able to get 3. Oh, boy. Alright, we'll have to turn anarchy mode on here. I had a funny feeling that might be the case. Yeah, anarchy mode literally lets us build whatever we want and then adjust the terrain when to our desire. So that's awesome. Might need one more iron thing, but I think we're fine. Okay, so everything's fine there. I see we could use a bit more residential demand, so we'll do just 2 more squares. We're slowly building out. I'm still waiting for more commercial demand, but so far it hasn't materialized. Alright. So that's about as far as we can go, and then our industrial district is still not growing. So let's see. Now, see, our small passenger planes are coming in full, so that's a good sign that the mod is indeed working as intended. Train lines, that doesn't really matter. That was a passenger train anyways. Good to know they're being used. Trucks are coming in with full loads. Yay. We have a massive backup over here. That's wild. And then we're not really producing as much, so... Interesting. So that didn't really do too much for our zones, but at least managed to perk it up a little bit. I'll add one more iron mine over here. Oh, why not? We'll add one more big boy. There it is. Throw in one more big boy, and that should do the trick over here. Alright. So yeah, we're not making as much money as we used to, but I think it'll work out just fine. So, we'll monitor it. This guy could actually use some metals. So I'm actually going to move this over here and then make it metals. There we go. The way it needs a source of metals, there it has it. Actually, we need to put that in between so that both our export centers can actually have something. Okay. Actually, I'll do them a solid favor too. Well, that would be making it very tight. Alright. I know, past me kind of like went no. Well, actually, maybe past me can help me. Current me can help future me out a little bit more. There we go. Build a new road. See if maybe that helps a little bit. Oh, okay. You don't want to use it. Fine. Well, it must be that way. See if anyone wants to use wants to take the road to the cargo train station or whatnot. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. In the meantime, I really don't have much projects to go about. At least we're getting full ships, so now it's, again, it's working the way it's intended to, but we will let it go. And now we just played a waiting game at this point. I think it's safe to say that mod is working out well. For the most part. Our supply issues from the commercial districts are done. The train trails are about the clearest I've ever seen it. For the most part, everything is looking good, although we still have this to deal with. I don't know why. But, yeah, I've been slowly putting in some more zones over here to try to boost up production a little bit. As I'm going around doing that. We're now down to the final 2 years of the playthrough. As you can now see, the clock is continuing to tick. Update. Yeah, our expenses are getting very close to $1 million. That's just wild. In the last year, though, I've got a sneaky little thing I'm going to try. That's when the real shenanigans will start to come out. In the meantime, let's do a couple things here. Try to get a couple more large oil rigs in this district, in Oak Petroleum. This district is basically maxed out at the moment. There's like nowhere for me to put anything. So that is all set as far as I can tell. Unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. We are, of course, still moving in on this district, and it's coming along quite nicely. And in fact, we now have some more room for more commercial stuff, too. Not very much, but just enough for us to get going. So I'm going to put in this district. I would like to do this road, too, And then have this road go up the commercial to go up to here. But for right now, I'll leave it as is. Of course, Concord Meadows is still a bit of a work in progress at the moment, as it's still lacking in visitors. I suppose I can go ahead and do this district, this little square over here. We're slowly spreading out, as you can see. If it gets down to that, then I'll put in some heavy districts. Finally smartened up and put in a canal over here so our water can keep running while our wildlife, sea animals, have enough water to swim in. There's like a straight 200 IQ idea. We had a little bit of an arson incident. Don't worry, the perpetrators have been dealt with. Oh, tisk, tisk, tisk. We don't have any time for that. Keep your communist ideals to yourself, workers. Got their own ideas of what should be happening. We can't have that happening. It costs too much money. So there we go. We'll put in a couple more of these, and maybe one more large oil pump, just for cause. You know what happens when you get those ideals, where you get sent to. Cough, cough. Anyways. So yeah, and then let's see. Nothing more we can do with fish. We can build a couple more things over here. I'm always adding on the factories too, just so we can have try to push our city beyond its limits. I know in the past we have had people issues, as in there's not enough workers to supply our growing needs, but I'm not going to worry too much about that part. It is what it is at this juncture. There's not much more we can really do. And we kind of pretty much tried whatever we could to get this city growing rapidly, but it just sometimes is not meant to be, I guess. There we go, expand you. I think we already just expanded that one. We did-ish. Oh, that. The game is reminding me to water your plants, apparently. I mean, water your industrial buildings. Anyways. There we go. Always short with the flour and stuff. Alright, let me try to put a supplied side-ish thing here. Like a large fruit field. Let's see if maybe that'll work. Okay, that's nice. We'll do 2. Why not? Let's see if maybe that'll work. Got all this, and I think we were over here, right? Yeah. Wait, are we importing stuff? Oh, we are. Alright, we'll add in like one more large oil mill thing over here. Make it 2. There we go. That should do the trick for this area. I would hope, but I don't know. And let's see. Looks like we need more commercial. Good to see commercial. No, we don't. The game's just lagging a little bit. Good to see the commercial demand has finally rebounded after that little stint. It turns out that was the issue. Nobody was getting supplied. And therefore, that's not working. Oh. Live and learn training got burnt to the ground. Oof. Don't worry. The auto demolisher takes care of that too. So what else could we do? There's maybe a couple other things we could get done around here. Maybe some interesting stuff. Alright. So what more could we add in the meantime? Well, if we're going to add something, it's probably going to come from the, let's call them unique buildings. Of course, I don't know what to to put in here at this point. It's I don't know if any more of the monuments can help us out or what have you. It's just we're now kind of scrambling for any sort of answer here. Last minute reprieve. Let's see where to put this statue of shopping if we can put it. I would love to put it, say, over here. Speaking of shopping, good to see our commercial demand finally pop back up. Once again, that seems to have been the issue. Okay, we can't put that down. Any spot for a mall of moderation? That'd be nice to put it next to here. Alright, we'll put it there. Okay, that clearly took the game a little needing to think about that for a minute. I know these cost money, but they might be very useful. Some tourists want to look at them for no reason at all. Grand Mall! Of course. What? I gotta encourage shopping over here, okay? Nothing wrong with encouraging a little consumerism. Well, we can't. Or at least I would if the game would actually let me, but I guess we're not gonna be able to. Alright, whatever. Grand Library? I'm trying to do this as sensible as I can, too, in regards to, like, placement. Suppose if our tech folks have any ideas, they can put it right there. How about that? There we go. You got any ideas? Just throw them in the Grand Library. It's fine. Just literally the only library we have. Nobody needs to read. They might get the wrong ideas. Grr. Sciencey Center. I don't know. Can't really put it on campus unless I move a few buildings around. What is this? A trade school dormitory. Okay, I know where to put this. It's just we need to move a couple buildings around over here. Yeah, because I would like to put it right there, but we clearly don't. Hold on. Game's being a little bit hard to get over here. There it is. I could put a giant science center over here. Sure, why not? Aquarium for more fun stuff. It should probably go over here. If we... Again, this is if we can. There's the chance we might not be able to do it. Yeah, if I want to demolish my train lines, that would work, but not in this case. Sorry, but football's more important than, Gotta have the sports ball. We could have a Sphinx over here just for tourism's sake. What is this? Oh, we gotta have the police headquarters. We never know when there might have, like, drunken patrons or something. You know, in those sports games, they can get very violent. We don't need any of that. Alright. Sphinx of scenarios. That's actually kind of funny. And of course, we have the Modern Art Museum. Do not know where I would put such a thing. Once again, sports ball overrules everything, so nice try. But that doesn't mean we can put it next to the train tracks. I'm sure the trains won't damage any of the art. This has to go in on a shoreline, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, man. Okay. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Do I need a road? You do and you don't. Fortunately, we have a park. Okay, fine. Hang on. Asking you shall receive, I guess. There. that around it. That's fine if we lose a little bit of commercial zones. That's okay. Oh, it needs water. There. Now, everybody looking at the cable card can see our giant statue over here. Now, can we... Oh, here we go. Oh, now, if I'm not mistaken, you know, let's just look at something. So, hold up. You're telling me that if we put this down, we no longer need any power plants. Interesting. This might be a very good money saver. You know how I love saving money. So what we're going to do... I'm going to have to pause the game for this because, you know, reasons, and we'll save. We'll take out every single power plant that's in here. Don't worry, this is worth it. We're not taking out the incineration plants. We can't really deal with that. Nothing like some science-y stuff to help us out a little bit. This also saves on power costs too, not for nothing. So that's the other allure of this. You know I love to save money. Alright, the recycling center goes over on the corner over here. Let's put it closer toward this area. Well, sure, why not? And now, looky what I can do. There we go. And now let's just make sure it's powered up. Give it 1 second to come online. There it is. And all the energy we will ever need is basically right there. And actually, hold on. I just remembered something else. Temporary power outages. That's okay. Let's get rid of all the windmills, all our little offshore power plants over here. We don't need those anymore. We'll deal with that in a minute. I know half our city's now, like, dealing with outages all of a sudden. Okay, so now, actually, I do need more electricity over here. Alright. What happened? Oh, because we fiddled around with that. Okay. I see what's happening now. Because we fiddled around with that, we kind of screwed everything up. That is going to be a huge issue. No. Come on. One moment. The game does not like it when you don't have two things at the same height for some whatever random reason. Alright, what? There. Oh! You really don't like that, do you? Okay, what about now? Is the power grid being connected? Because we're having issues here. No, I don't understand. What is happening here? What the hell? Why is the game doing this? Bruh, stop! Oh, hold on. Alright, no more technical difficulties. My goodness. Game was acting ridiculous there. But anyways, we got our power situation done. Okay, the campfire site is on fire. Someone's not using their thing. But this should basically provide all the energy we ever could dream of and then some. So as long as we don't have any more electrical issues, we're good. And then I guess we should build the medical center. You can easily take care of all your medical health needs. Okay, that's awesome. Where would we put such a contraption is my next question, I guess. I would say probably right. This block doesn't really have much going for it. I know there's some office space in here. You know what? There you go. And this actually can have like 1,000. It's a 1,000 patient hospital, as insane as that is. So, not to mention the fact, so we may be over capacity over here in our health department. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just save some money over here. So let's see. This hospital is no longer needed. We'll just replace it with commercial space. Actually, you know what? We'll just... Yeah, we'll get rid of it and replace it with residential space. That's fine, too. There we go. As long as there's no gaps in healthcare coverage, I feel okay with just leaving it there. And then we'll demolish this one, too. I mean, we could put a medical clinic there, but so be it. All right. I don't know how what the range is on that, so there you go. Apparently, we got 3... Wait a minute. 7 monuments. All right. The Doomsday Vault. That's funny. So, what else can we do right now while we're waiting for this to go along? I see we still need some more residential areas, so... Fire away, I guess. Build up to this square. Build some more light commercial, and we'll just fill this whole area right here. Good to see our city's finally coming back to life in the commercial sector. Okay, there we go. You know what? I'm going to bring this commercial sector back over here. There it is. There we go. We'll bring that back. So that should work out. And then at this point, we're just still waiting for the end game here. So we'll fast forward ahead. All right, folks. This is it. We are now effectively entering the final year of our playthrough here. As it we round the corner to 2072. Did set up a new oil industry district. I decided why not. I must say the traffic has been flowing so much smoother though since I've done that. So the mod definitely did its job. As you can see, we've got an influx of people demand all of a sudden. So, population's been kind of fluttering all over the place. So, we're going to have to do a couple things to curve this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Time to start having some fun. Oh, you knew this was coming. First things first. The tax rate, the tax relief, that's over. It's done. No more. We're out. Oh, you thought we were going to keep that? No. No more tax boosts for people. We'll do small boosts in business enthusiasts and industrial space planning, because why not? So the tax boost is now over, and it should, in effect, kind of balance itself out here. Let me see, we kind of need more people all of a sudden all here, so I'll quickly slap together a, residential district over here. Don't want to build it too close to our little factory over here, though. Just build like a simple one to do that. And then I can quickly get this together over here. That should do the trick. Have it connect to this road over here. Build kind of a little cul-de-sac over here. Or just like a connector road. Well, there's like small connector roads. I don't want it to be too elaborate. Something quick for us to just throw together and then hope for the best. I know that. Oh, that's not gonna work. You fool. Don't want is to be doing that. Alright, I guess we can't have that road. Never mind. Whatever. Yes, I know, game. What do you think I'm doing right now? Game's like yelling at me for not building enough residential zones. I won't worry about commercial or industrial zones anymore. At this juncture, it doesn't really matter. We just need to get people in here ASAP. So that being said, let's just do this entire thing and call it a day. I will, however, make this sort of a small little commercial area. This part I'm talking about, I'm not going to worry about the rest. Get some service, see if ever all the services work out. They do not. Now they do, and we're good. Alright, we're good there. So there we go. A small little residential area, and that should work. I know, the electricity will get supplied as that gets closer up. It'll be fine. Alright. A couple more monuments we can place down here. Got the space elevator, which is basically a tourist magnet. So you know I've got to place that somewhere good. I was thinking over here. Sure, why not? Ta-da! Nice little space elevator for in Edenville for all of our, like, because we have our Eden Garden over there. We have a Hadron Collider, which technically does all of our research and stuff for us, but we're not going to worry about that. Where to put you? We could be crazy and put it right here, but I'm not going to do that. Alright. Doomsday Vault. It's mostly for shelters. And we don't have any shelters whatsoever, so that is going to be absolutely useless. Good job. It's like we don't care about protecting our citizens or something. My goodness. Everybody will be fine. There will be no disasters getting flung at us. Not to the best of our knowledge, at least. Oh, man. I'm sure nothing bad will happen if we fail. No, nothing bad, terrible is going to happen. Oh, what? We'll put it over here. Hang on. We'll repeat that same exercise I just did. we'll put the Hadron Collider, like, right. Oh, not enough room. No. Now there's enough room. All right. Bummer. All right. Well, we can do it to the end of the street over here and fill in the rest with more offices. There we go. There you go. That should work out just fine. Make sure the district is fully extended over there. Okay, it is. Take care of your education needs with the Hadron Collider. All right. Oh my God. Look at the capacity. What happened? This is a what happened moment. My goodness. All right, we basically just made everything OP. Finally, since we're on the final year of our playthrough, we're going to do something insane. We're going to increase all the tax rates to their maximum allowed. So we're going to crank them up to 12. There we go. Hopefully this doesn't cause any issues or cause any people to flee our city. We're down to 163. Not sure why our population tailed off a little bit, but that's alright. All those improvements I've been making, I guess. That or everybody feels like they're being invaded by tourists or something. I don't know. And then we're going to be budget cutting, basically. I'm going to do a PR stunt and pretend like it's going to be an emergency. But with the exception of... I was just about to say, with the exception of water, I think we can get away with funding everything here. So, alright, hold on. Before I do this, I'm saving the game, and then we're doing it. I will just tell everybody that we're in a bit of a budget crisis, but everything should be fine. Oh, this is going to be so bad. Yeah, let's just pretend like we're in a full-blown budget crisis and that nothing will happen. All right, that's our story, and we're sticking to it. Yes, even the parks can be underfunded, and the only thing that we're leaving fully funded are our unique buildings because money, industry because money, and water because if we don't leave it like that, well, something bad will happen. Oh, and our trains, too. Oh, and you know what? We'll leave our ferries and stuff up to speed, even though we don't really have any. Kind of got to keep them at full strength because that's how we're getting our money here. But the long story short is we are reducing our entire budget. I don't know if this is going to cause all sorts of havoc or not. I'm curious to see what this does. Oh, boy. I'm telling our citizens that it's a budgetary issue when they don't really realize that it's actually because we're making a lot of money. I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, water and sewage are really the lone exceptions to this rule. Otherwise, we're just going to leave it as is, so... Fast forward, like maybe say 4 months, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we're T-minus 8 months out, and I had to bring the budget back. Long story short, there you go. Oh, that was an ill-advised decision. Yeah, we have death everywhere. Literally death everywhere, and the problem is that is pretty obvious. Oh man. Yeah, I think you can pretty much see why. Yeah, we have literally death everywhere. Okay, we're gonna have to temporarily, until this clears up, crank that all the way to 150. That way we can have more hearses and stuff. We're going to need to clean this up here. That's going to be temporary, but yeah. we need for all of our cemeteries, all of our whatchamacallit, crematoriums. They need to just go work a lot of overtime, unfortunately. Go, hearse! Go to the supermarket. Go to the fancy boutique. Go to the other fancy boutique, whatever that is. Yeah, they're going to be working overtime for quite a while, unfortunately. So all of this is just going to be sitting here, but we got to clean it up. The long story short is our death scheme did not work out the way I thought it would. Or a budget scheme, excuse me. In other news, I guess everything else isn't working the way I thought it would. Like, maybe I can upgrade more of our production facilities and stuff. By the way, we didn't get anywhere close to 270. I got that, like, I saw 240, almost 250, but it didn't work out. So, at this point, I'm just going to leave the budget as is, and whatever our fate is at this point is just, you know, it is what it is. So, yes, don't worry, we're addressing the whole dead person problem, so... Anyways, I'm going to fast forward about 5 months ahead in game time, and then we'll just see how the last 3 months plays out. Alright, this is it. The final 3 months of our playthrough. We're about to hit year number 50. A couple changes I had to make. Number one... that hydrant collider I had over here was actually doing more harm than good. It narked our trade schools all the way back to our 2 universities all the way back to 1 star because it was providing all of our educational needs. So, unfortunately, that was a slight backfire. I ended up getting enough to get Lord Chadwick's castle. Oh, I did not power and water it. Why does that not surprise anybody whatsoever? There, let's fix this whole problem, and we'll give it power. This, of course, raises the attractiveness of all of our unique buildings, so that should help a little bit, but it's going to be one of those too little, too late kind of deals. Why does a castle need electricity? Bruh. Stop that. We do need to build a ziggurat garden, too. Tried to build the market street, but that didn't work out the way I thought it would. So hold on, let me see if I can build it real quick. Build it right next door. Alright, there we go. Let me go. Oh, it is electrified. Excellent. I believe that allows us to not... Oh, we just need recycling plant, because, yeah, that's... We get the ultimate recycling plant, so that's for garbage. But yeah, the thingy-mabop. I'm a little lost. Why is it... Whoa! Why are we shooting off fireworks? Bruh. Huh, I thought we had electricity over here. I guess not. Alright. But yeah, that hydrant collector was screwing with all of our education, and since I don't have enough time to really understand it, we'll just get rid of it and leave it out for the time being. Alright, at least all of our schools are returning, but man, oh man, we kind of wrecked all of our colleges. Got a huge commercial demand still. I've tried to cool that down a little bit, but to no avail. I even put in its own little heavier district, much to no avails. I've got a fantastic fountain over here. Okay, so that's all set. Alright, as time is starting to run out, the death problem's been taken care of, as I may or may not have mentioned earlier. So that is all set. What else? Is there any sort of last-minute thing that we can accomplish? Other than to put some more commercial districts, say, over here. Speak now or forever hold your peace, I guess. I mean, I'll put some more commercial, specialized commercial zones over here, but... That's really all I can do for right now. There we go. That should help to cool off the demand a little bit, even if they're not logically placed. There's some depth over there, but not really enough. Alright, we're up to 6 digits. I think we're going to 271 is going to be the high score, as much as I hate to admit it. Oh, we're getting down there. Could use some more residential areas, but not by very many. That's about as far as I'm willing to go, and we can't do the park. Got all of our districts up to level 5. As much as we could possibly get it. Oh, you're running way high on that. That's a rarity. I don't see any other buildings be doing that stuff. Alright, we'll put in drop a few more oil wells on you. Not much doing there. This district is maxed out. This district could actually use a few more things. Alright. Again, none of what I'm doing is going to really make a difference. We're at the point now where it's kind of like, yeah, it's too late to really do anything. Or just doing this just, you know, kind of a last gasp. Well, gotta play it to the end, you know. Gotta play it to the very, very end. That's how this works. You just... you don't give up. You just keep on going, keep on fighting till the very end. Which is now about 2 months now. Alright, we're entering November. 2 more months left. Any last calls for any sort of buildings? Well, you might want to get them out. Otherwise, that's all she wrote for this playthrough. On top of that, yeah, I don't even want to know what's going to be happening afterwards. Oh, the shareholder meeting that I'm going to have is probably not going to be too fun. I can already see it right now. What are we looking at? 1,037,000, but we're spending over 1 million. Ah. Alright, we're going to do one final thing. This will be the last time I'm going to do this. Or is it? You know, I hate to admit it, but I'm not seeing a reason to reset traffic. Okay, maybe I am. Alright. We're gonna nuke all the traffic. Kind of reset it here and give it one last final gasp over here. By the time it all resets, everything will be fine. Oh, and of course our rotary kiln plant is on fire while we did that. Good timing, me. Bruh. Got some good timing. Not really. Jeez. Alright. Yes, I know we're losing a lot, but I'm not going to worry about it for right now. That'll eventually reset. Got as many parks as we could up to level 5. I know our quote-unquote detention center didn't get there, but so be it. It's perfectly okay. Oh, man. And then I never got a chance to really build up this industrial district, but because there's no demand, we really can't do anything. Wow. Excuse me. 435 on the negative. Wow. Oh, boy. That better recover in time. We're still taking the 270, but I'm hoping that recovers in time. That might have came a little bit too late. We're at negative 492. We are flush with cash, so I'm not really concerned, but man, oh man. But yeah, that Hadron Collider was screwing with our education system. Our colleges haven't even recovered. they're like bleeding money at the moment. Fortunately, I think everything, yeah, see, everything's slowly coming back. Oh boy. Did I ruin my universities doing that? Tried to have some nice campus areas, and then I gotta go out and ruin it. Bro, what are we doing? Alright. Suppose if we wanted to do future residential areas, by the way, not for nothing. There really isn't too many spaces I could do here, as we've already crammed. Suppose we could build one more over here, if it came down to it. Or as in if I continued this. Oh, it's a whole iron mill, never mind. So probably this general area is, if I were to continue on to this, this would have been the next logical spot for a kind of a residential area. We are at the point of no return, though, and if anything, I'm probably going to be upgrading stuff to high density. There isn't really too many spots we can do that to. Or is there? Probably over here would be the best bet if it came down to it. No, we're down to 103, by the way. In fact, we're going to try it. So this whole area is now dismissed. Yes, I know, that's horrible. But in its place... Okay, that's good. Will be that. There we go. More higher residential now. Oh, forget a couple. There we go. Especially since we got offices nearby, too, so why not? In theory, we could do higher commercial, too, since we have the density for it. So I shall take this block, and the outright majority of this one, and swap it out. I said swap it out, not... Rah, stop that. There. There we go. That'll help a little bit with this area. And just like that, we're back in the money. 111. As we now enter the final month of this playthrough. I know, we lost a lot of people doing that. Actually, we peaked at 170, and we haven't really recovered in the people department ever since. Alright, the students are slowly returning, but man, oh man. Oh, because we didn't make it out of a claim. Dang it. Alright. Don't worry. Like I said, those will be rebuilt. The Hadron Collider just kind of messed with everything. Got some minor supply shortages over here. It's okay. Small amount of death. As we enter the final month, it has begged me to do that for eternity. But I've refused. What are the only ones? Central Park is really the only one we haven't. Again, this sort of provided the educational facilities for all of our citizens, but it took out our universities. Okay, that is a slight mishap on my behalf. Oopsies! Okay, any last minute things? Probably have a fan club over there, too. So we're slowly crossing back and over. We're hovering around 100,000. Yeah, there's hardly no students in here. It's like the professors are probably bored. We got empty dormitories. It's like, ugh. I'm sure that'll fix itself as time goes on. Okay, we're going up to 190. I'm just curious, is there any budget things we can knock out? Ah, we're at 1256. Okay, that's the highest income I've seen it. So we're just letting this roll out. All right, the traffic reset helped. Come on, can we get 3? At least get me 3. That way I can at least feel better about myself over here. Yes? No? Maybe? Of course not. Alright, we can build a few more iron things over here. Do 5. That's about as far as I can go with that. Oh, it's connected, so we don't even need those. Alright. There we go. Now we got even more materials. 247. We're trying to make a run. We could use a few more oil producing things over here. Put it in the lesser spots. And 1 more oil rig. 2 more just to balance it out. Let's see. Same thing over here. We could build a few more plastic things. Do like 3 with 2 more of these. And 1 more oil mill, even though I am now building on it. Let's do 2. Maxed out that iron district, so we're looking at this. More petroleum ones. Ah, we slipped the 178. Ah, looks like that the final result is going to be 270. Oh, man. Which, of course, happened off camera, because why not? Of course, we can't even catch a break. Bruh. Alright, last week. Here we go. Clock is almost out. Building just a few more things. Let me build a couple more just to get our final city. Probably put these over here. The slope is too steep. Alright, that's fine. Alright, I've got the game going as slow as I can here because the final product, what you see is what you get for final product. Alright. Alright, I guess we'll let it go. Alright, so 27th. 28, can we get one last cash infusion, or is that going to do it? Our campus is totally abandoned. Oh, dear. 29. I mean, technically 50 years has gone by, but we're playing it out to the end. 30. Oh, there's nothing we can do about those. There's no more demand. This is it. And stop the game. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the playthrough is over. Final result, 158. with 1.7 million. The highs I saw were 1 and 250, and the highest weekly income is 270. So we succeeded in weekly total income, but we did not meet our gold. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling the shareholders are not going to like when I report this to them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Season 3. We're done. It's over and done with. Oh, such a beautiful city we made over here. However, we may not be done with this city completely. For starters, I know I'm going to get yelled at my shareholder meeting. Let's just say, not to give anything away, and between you and me, I might have one last trick up my sleeve. I think you already might know what I have in mind. Excuse me. As for the next season, I'll keep you posted, but let's just say we might be coming back to this, or we might be starting anew. I'll just leave it at that, but I will wait to make that announcement when the time is right. So, thank you guys so much for coming with me on this journey. Tried to make this $1 million challenge work, and it just didn't work out. You know, it happens. It happens, so, you know, we tried. It didn't work. We just had way too many supply issues go on. Oh well. Maybe we'll revisit this in Season 4, like I said. So once again, thank you all so much. And I will see you on the next one, whenever that might be. Peace out, everyone. I can't believe it's over. So sad. Oh, who am I kidding? We'll be back to mess this up.